Poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. Be here earlier next morning.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Bah, humbug.
Scrooge, A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. A Dramix Audio Comics production. One Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. It was bitter cold. People went by stamping. Though their feet were cold, their hearts were warm with the spirit of Christmas. Only that of Scrooge remained hard and frozen as he kept watch on his cleric, Bob Cratchit, working in the chili stall next to his own.
Carol singers, humph. They shan't get a penny from me.
Hello, hello. Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge.
Bah, humbug.
Now, Uncle Scrooge.
If I had my way, every idiot who says Merry Christmas will be boiled in his own pudding. Good afternoon.
Nevertheless, a Merry Christmas to you, Uncle.
Two gentlemen walk in as Scrooge's nephew Fred leaves with a smile on his face. Scrooge stares rudely at the gentleman.
At this festival season, and a few of us are trying to raise a fund to take care of the poor. Mr. Scrooge, how much shall I put you down for?
Nothing. Are there no prisons? What about the workhouse? Aren't they operating?
Yes, but...
The worthy gentlemen leave. Seeing it is a useless asking Scrooge to give to the poor. It gets colder, and the freezing clerk is glad when finally Scrooge grudgingly announces that it is closing time.
Humph. You want the whole day off Christmas with pay, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
Poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. Be here earlier next morning.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Bah, humbug. There's another one. My clerk at 15 shillings a week, and he talks about a Merry Christmas.
At home, Scrooge settles in his easy chair and falls fast asleep. In his dream, the doorbell rings. The door creaks without opening, and into Scrooge's room steps the ghost of Marley's, Scrooge's old partner, who has been dead 7 years this very night.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
It's Marley.
Yes, Ebenezer. I was Marley. I wear the chain I forged in life. I wore it of my own free will, like yourself. I was too busy gathering gold. Too busy to be charitable toward my fellow man. That's why I'm here to warn you, to show you how you may still escape my punishment. You will be visited by 3 spirits. The first will come as the clock strikes 1.
So saying, Marley's ghost backs up and vanishes through the closed door. Scrooge nervously tries to pass it off as a nightmare caused by indigestion and totters off to bed. At the stroke of 1, Scrooge awakes.
Who are you?
I am the spirit of Christmas past. Rise and walk with me.
As these words are spoken, they pass through the walls and out upon the country road. It is cold, and Scrooge is in his nightgown, but he feels it not.
Good heavens, I was born in this place. I was a boy here.
The spirit of Christmas past led Scrooge down a country road, and at every turn were scenes of his childhood long ago. Again, Scrooge saw himself. Now he was older. His face was beginning to show greed and love for money, and he was with a young lady who seemed very sad.
I release you from your promise of marriage, Ebenezer. Another idol, that of money, has taken my place in your heart.
Scrooge hung his head in shame, as scene after scene of his young manhood appeared before him.
Spirit, remove me from this, please.
They are the shadows of things that have happened. Do not blame me for what they are.
The spirit of Christmas past vanishes, and Scrooge sinks into a heavy slumber from which he awakes with a start as the clock strikes 2.
a light shining in under my door. Could it be the second of Marley's three spirits?
Come in, Scrooge. Ho, ho, ho. I am the spirit of Christmas present. Come in and know me better, man.
Take me where you will, spirit. I want to learn and profit.
Hold tight to my robe, and I will show you how merry even the poor man's Christmas can be.
Bob Cratchit and Tiny Tim rushed home for Christmas dinner.
It's Bob Cratchit, my clerk.
How did Tiny Tim behave in church, Bob?
He was excellent, Mother. He said he wanted folks to see that there is always hope for those who have faith.
Such a goose! What a murmur of delight went up when it was brought in, then the wonderful cannonball-shaped pudding, followed by chestnuts and apples and oranges. Cratchit proposes a toast.
And now to the founder of this feast, Mr. Scrooge. God bless him.
God bless us, everyone.
Tell me, spirit, will Tiny Tim live?
I see a vacant chair, a crutch without an owner.
No, no, kind spirit. Say he will be spared.
If those shadows are not changed, he will die. Now, Scrooge, we shall see how your nephew Fred and his wife are spending their Christmas.
Haha, my dear. He said, Christmas is a humbug. He really believes it too.
More shame for him, Fred, the old skinflint.
Well, he's a comical old fellow. His deeds carry their own punishment. I am only sorry for him.
I hear your uncle is very rich, Fred.
What of it? His wealth is no use to him. He doesn't make himself comfortable or others happy with it.
After tea, the company plays a game. Scrooge and the spirit both invisible watch, and soon Scrooge found himself enjoying the fun. Topper, a friend of Fred's, was particularly good at a blind man's bluff, somehow always finding a certain young lady he is interested in.
I believe you're peeking, you rogue.
Now for a game of Guess My Name. I'm thinking of an animal that growls and grunts and talks sometimes. It doesn't live in a zoo, and it has no keeper.
Is it a bear?
It's neither bear, nor fox, nor ox, nor wolf.
I know, it's your heart tight-fisted, Uncle Scrooge.
Uncle Scrooge has given us plenty of merriment, and it would be ungrateful not to drink to his health, so a Merry Christmas to him, wherever he may be.
Scrooge!
Scrooge enjoyed their fun immensely, even the riddle about himself, and he is sorry when the scene fades away and he finds himself in bed at home. He immediately falls into a sound slumber. The third spirit, silent and forbidding, awakened Scrooge.
Are you the spirit of Christmas yet to come? Why don't you speak? Spirit, I am afraid of you, but will thankfully go to see what the future may hold in store for me.
The spirit of Christmas yet to come takes Scrooge out on the familiar city streets. Merchants and businessmen, all whom Scrooge knows, gathered in groups. The spirit and Scrooge go among them, and Scrooge listens.
Well, I hear old Scratch finally got his.
Yes, a good riddance too.
It will be a cheap funeral. I doubt if anyone will come.
What did the old hardshell do with his money?
Haha, I don't know. He didn't leave it to me anyway.
Ho, ho, ho.
Spirit of the future. Who could they have been talking about?
The still silent spirit led Scrooge into a slum district, and they watched three figures with bundles slink into a dirty shop.
Well, if it isn't an unexpected meeting, what have you and that bundle Undertaker's man and you scrub lady?
Ho, ho! It's loot from the dead man's house, same as you have in your bundle laundress, and ye came to the right place to sell it.
If he had been decent to people when he was alive, he had somebody to look after him and his property now.
The old shop owner and the three thieves then shamelessly proceeded to bargain for the dead man's property while Scrooge listens in horror and disgust.
Spirit, I am beginning to understand. The miserable man they robbed could be myself. My life tends that way.
The spirit of Christmas, yet to come, points to Scrooge to pull back the sheet. Scrooge rolls his eyes and fear. The face underneath might be his own.
No! Merciful heaven, what is this? Yes, spirit of the future, you want me to pull back the sheet, but I cannot. It might be... Spirit, take me where I may see some tenderness connected with a death, or this lonely, wretched chamber will haunt me always.
The spirit of Christmas yet to come takes Scrooge to Bob Cratchit's home. It is Christmas, but there is a subdued air about the family gathering.
Yes, my dear, it would do you good to see how green a place it is, but you shall visit our little child there often.
Bob Cratchit goes upstairs and sits down beside a child.
It's Tiny Tim, he's dead, and I might have saved him if I had been kinder to his father. Oh, wretched man that I am. Mine was the body, and that lay covered in the lonely room, neglected and unmourned. Spirit of Christmas yet to come, I am no longer the hard-hearted man I was. Assure me that there is yet time for old Scrooge to change the course of future events. Ah, my own bedpost. I'm as light as a feather, happy as an angel. Whoa, hello! Merry Christmas, everybody.
It was only a dream. Yes, this is his own bedroom, and it is undisturbed. He is alive and still has a chance to reform his life. Bless Jacob Marley and the spirits of Christmas for this.
Hi, hello! What's today, my fine young fellow?
Today, why? It's Christmas Day.
Glorious! I haven't missed it. The spirits did it all in one night. There's still time. Here is a crown, my boy. Get the big prize turkey at the butcher's and have it sent to Bob Cratchit. Keep the other coin for yourself.
Wow!
Scrooge was indeed a changed man. He dressed, went to church, patted children on the head, and helped beggars. He met one of the men who had asked him to give to the poor fund.
Merry Christmas, sir. I hope you will pardon my rudeness of yesterday. Put me down for £200 on that poor fund.
He visited Fred.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge.
Merry Christmas to you, Fred.
Bob Cratchit was a trifle late for work the next day after Christmas.
I'm sorry, sir, I made rather merry yesterday.
I'm not going to stand for this any longer. Therefore, I am going to raise your salary. Merry Christmas to you, Bob.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Tiny Tim did not die, and Scrooge was like a second father to him.
La 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 la, hey.
Scrooge had no further dealings with spirits, and people said if any man alive knew how to keep Christmas, it was Scrooge. And so, as Tiny Tim would say,
God bless us, everyone.
The end.